How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And the noise you hear in the background is the wall shaker window air conditioner. Even though it's only 7 o'clock in the morning here in Florida, it is still quite warm. We haven't been getting the local showers lately, and doesn't get a chance to cool off. So I had to turn the wall shaker on in order to tolerate the heat in my workshop. So I apologize for that background noise. Today I need your input. I just got this radio off of eBay. It's like in new condition. I can't find a mark on it anywhere. And it came with the original power supply, AC adapter. I turned it on just briefly last night and tuned the shortwave band, and shortwave bands right now are, at least last night, they were silent. I thought, oh, I got a radio that doesn't work. So I turned on my Grundig 750 with the outside antenna. The bands were dead, so couldn't do any testing last night at all. But what I need from my viewers is, I can't find on the internet the manual for this. This is a DAK model DMR-3000. AM, FM, and 2 shortwave bands. It's basically digital, and you can direct tune using these push buttons here. The layout looks very similar, but not identical, to some of the Radio Shack radios. And maybe one of the manuals will be close enough I could use one of those manuals. I did find an article in an old Monitoring Times magazine that did a very, very short review, and they mentioned that in order to get the price down on these things originally, the manufacturer kind of shortchanged some things. For instance, you go on the back here, let me zoom in, probably out of focus, but anyway, it tells you the bands. Excuse me. The shortwave band 1 is, and I have to look at it closely because it's very small printing, is 3.58 to 7.735. So it doesn't go super low. And then the next band skips up to 9.5 to 21.975. So it kind of leaves out quite a bit of the shortwave bands. It has this little diagram, I'll call it, which shows you the same information about the shortwave shortwave bands. Now I'm going to zoom in as far as I can. This, I've seen this but longer on some of the Radio Shack radios. Matter of fact, one I've got, and it's like 5 columns, because that radio receives more of the shortwave bands, where this radio is limited. So if you could find a manual for me and send me the link, I'd appreciate that. You can put a link in a comment, but YouTube will mark it as spam, but I can still get it and see it. Or you could send me an email to TRRS73@gmail.com if you can find either the manual for this DAK model DMR-3000 or a similar radio. Now, like I say, this radio is is basically digital. It has direct tuning. Let me zoom back out here a little bit. Has direct tuning via this keypad, similar, like I say, to some Radio Shacks. When you push the direct button, then you push the frequency, and then I think you hit enter right here, the enter button right here. It's also got an up-down tuning, so it has no rotary tuning knob. It's all digital tuning. And I'll go over the rest of it later, but I wanted to get the manual first. It does have external antenna jack, and it does have the AC power capability, which I said it did come with the AC adapter. So if you recognize this, you could tell me where I can find a manual for it. I would appreciate it. So anyway, let me back up here a second. So that's good, and I'll do a review on this, but like I say, I want to get the manual first and learn all the features. Anyway, okay, that's that one. Next, I did a review of excuse me, a little software. Let me see if I can dig it out here. Oh, it's a long reach. Should have stood up. Okay. I did a review of this guy right here, this little SDR. This one is designed for HF and below, way down to almost DC, 00 megahertz, or 00 hertz. So I did a review of this, show some actual listening with it. Then the seller of these on eBay, sells these on eBay. And you could go back to my previous video to find out how to get it. He also sells this one. This is the predecessor to that guy. And this is the Soft 66 RTL3. That's the model number on this one. And he has started selling these on Amazon in limited quantities. So one of my subscribers, who wishes to remain anonymous, and I thank him for sending me this, gave me a credit on Amazon to purchase this. So I just got this in this week, and I started playing with it. It works a little different than this one as far as the software interface. And there's a little trick to using it, which took me a while to figure it out, but it was on the manufacturer's, seller's website of something that you have to do that I didn't realize. So I'll be talking about that in a later show. So I think that's about it for today. Again, if you have a link to the manual for this thing, I'd appreciate it. Or if you know of a similar radio and you have a link to that manual, I'd appreciate it. That's the show for today. Trying to think of anything else I need to announce. Oh, we're also going to have another giveaway coming up soon. I think I will do a giveaway for my 1000th show. I'm up to like almost 890, and so I'm trucking on to the 1000th show, and not anywhere near my friend Jim, who he's got like 2,000 shows, and he started his shows after I started mine, so he's really pumping out the shows. Check out his videos. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think I'm trying to look and see if there's anything on my desk that I should mention. I'm trying to think if we've got any more radios coming. I'm watching a couple of more radios on eBay. apparently this time of year people are like me, they clean out their garage and there's a flood of used radios on eBay. So I'm keeping my up. If you see a good deal on a radio on eBay, ship me a email, let me know. Or if you have something to sell on eBay, let me know. I'm always interested in finding radios, not only shortwave radios, but scanner radios. Those unique radios that were very popular back in the day and they kind of lost their popularity, so they're fairly easy to obtain. So that's the show. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. And we're going to say bye-bye.